Hello, Scott. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful, Bree. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good. I'm not loving that it's snowing, though. I don't love that.
I love the snow.
You love the snow?
Well, yeah, because then your car slides around, and then you know you need tires, and you come to Best One to get tires.
Oh, okay. That makes sense why you would love the snow then.
Yes.
That's funny. So a couple years ago, I had some issues with my car alignment.
Okay.
And it was because I had a flat tire and I drove on it for like a year.
On a flat tire?
Well, yeah, I would just pump it up every once in a while. And I make better life choices now, okay? I do.
I'm laughing at her just so you guys know right now.
And eventually my alignment messed up or whatever. It was just a whole thing. What is your alignment in your car?
So when we keep the wheels and all of everything straight underneath your car. So your tie rod ends, control arms, sway bar links. Keep everything straight so as your vehicle drives down the road, it tracks straight, doesn't pull off to one side or the other.
Yeah, because like sometimes when you're driving and then the wheel just goes to the left or goes to the right.
Yeah, it's like the country song, Jesus, Take the Wheel.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's a little scary. But I currently don't have that problem in my vehicle, so that's exciting.
That is very exciting then.
Yeah, it's exciting for me, not for people that have those problems.
No.
But is that how you tell if your alignment's off?
Yeah, so there's a couple things that you can tell when your alignment's off. So your vehicle will pull to one side. If you look at your tires, you'll have uneven tire wear. So like the outside of your front tire might be bald and the inside has a lot of tread. So you know that you have an alignment issue. You're driving straight down the road and your steering wheel, you're at 10 and 2, but you're holding it at like noon and 6, but you're driving straight. So your steering wheel's crooked. When you're driving, your tires will actually be squeaky, actually make noise. You're shaking and vibration of the steering wheel, like you're driving around. As you guys can't see me making the motions.
You can't see him, but he's making the driving motion.
Yes. It'll vibrate for you. And then the steering wheel, like it feels like loose or unresponsive, like you'll turn it and it doesn't want to go. You're turning it and you're like, why isn't my wheel turning? That's also a sign that you could need an alignment.
Oh, very interesting.
It is.
And why is it important?
Because it's going to wear your tires prematurely. So you're going to end up spending more money on tires. And then if you don't get aligned, it'll wear the tires out again and again.
So that's what I was going to say a couple years ago when I had this issue. My tire went flat. So obviously I took a picture of the tire and it was like, is it wires? Like wires sticking out like on one side?
Steel belts?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And so the steel belts were sticking out and I didn't even realize it because how often do you check your tires?
Well, when you come into Best One or Sidney Tire, we check them every time you come in.
Well, yeah. But when you're not doing that,
then you don't
check your tires.
Well, no, because when you come in and I show you how to check the tire, I'll turn the wheel all the way to one side. But when you pull into a parking spot, wherever you're at, Walmart, the gas station, Kroger's, anywhere, you never turn your wheel and park. You pull in the parking spot, you line your wheel up straight, you pull in the rest, and you stop. So you can't always see in the fender well. You can't see your tire real well. None of us park like that, though. We don't park with our wheel turned at an angle. Nobody does.
I do that all the time.
Oh my gosh, no, you don't.
Yeah, I really do.
Okay.
I noticed
she's the only one. She's the only one.
Well, because there's no parking on my road, so I always have to parallel park. And I noticed that after I parallel park, sometimes my tires are tilted out, and so sometimes I'll get back in my car and straighten it out because I don't want people to judge me.
Well, when you're driving a big, jacked up, bulletproof Jeep like Bree drives, I guess you will park with your wheels turned out, I guess.
Yeah. It's just like when I go to rallies or something and I accidentally drive over the curb. It's okay because I got a Jeep.
Yeah, and you're supposed to drive over curbs with Jeeps.
Yeah.
It's acceptable.
Is me and my friend Sarah all the time. So I'm driving somewhere, like we were at the movies the other week, and I just hit a curb and she's like, "Whoop, glad you got a Jeep." And every time she just says, "Glad you got a Jeep," because I'm curbing it with my tire. My tires like to say hello to curbs.
Well, that's your way of going off-road, but still being in town. That's what you call it,
that's a good
off-roading
idea.
in town,
Yeah.
which is not acceptable practice. We don't condone you driving on the curbs, you silly goose.
Yeah. I'm trying not to. Like, this is never a purposeful thing that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna drive on this curb.
Well, we need a driving instructor to come in and be like, okay, Bree, we're gonna reteach you how to drive. If there's one out there that will take the challenge.
Yeah. I know a driving instructor. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
His name's Tim. I'm gonna make him teach me how to drive.
Be like, teach me how to drive without hitting a curb.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
good reason to have very good reason to have alignment. So plus with not having a bad alignment, when your car's has an alignment that's straight and everything is improved on it, it actually will help with turning, and it actually helps with fuel economy. So somebody like you that has a Jeep that's lifted, it's 4-wheel drive, that has bulletproof tires on it, big old tires she has. Your fuel economy is worse when tires are pulling against each other. So if you get them lined up straight, it actually will help with fuel economy because your rolling resistance will be better.
That's nice. So you get alignments because it's safe, the fuel economy,
Yes.
and just because you want to be able to steer properly without it going off the road.
You're exactly right.
That's a really clever and important thing. As an adult, I know that now.
Yes, because you invited me onto your show for a little bit.
Yeah, and you teach me all the ways.
We try to.
Yeah.
So alignments, so people will tell you there's different times that people will tell you. Some information will tell you 5,000 to 6,000 miles, which it seems a little excessive. Others going to tell you between 12 and 18,000 miles, and then some will tell you like every 2 to 3 years.
And so, what do you say? I
would say at least get it checked every year, because if you just get it checked and it's good, then you won't have to worry about it. And checking it's $25, but just to check it to make sure it's good, you'll know that you're not wearing your tires prematurely, and you're going to save that much money in fuel economy by having the tires aligned straightly with the vehicle.
Okay, so hold on a second.
Okay, oh gosh, he should ask a question.
So yes, I am, because me being the savvy person I am, why would I pay to get it checked if I know that if my steering wheel is going to the crooked, that I need it?
Okay, so if you feel, if your steering wheel is straight and you get new tires,
yeah,
you're going to say, hey, I need you to check my alignment. If it needs aligned, align it. If it doesn't need aligned, then we're going to check it to make sure that it's straight. Hey, I haven't had it done in a year, but I drive to Cincinnati, and the roads are terrible in Cincinnati going down 75 because I go down to visit my daughter Skylar down there quite often, and I feel like every time I drive there and come back, I need to get an alignment. But if you drive on roads that are really bad, really rough, lots of potholes, as it's hitting your suspension, it's going to knock your vehicle out of alignment.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So that's why, when you're doing these rough winters, not us right now, because we haven't had a rough winter.
As you're knocking on wood.
As I'm knocking on wood. When you're driving over roads that are really bad, and you're driving every single day on your way to and from work, to and from the grocery store, friend's house, to the radio station, wherever you go, you know that your vehicle is going to be out of alignment. Now, you don't think anything about it because it's just hitting bumps, and you're like, oh, my car is okay. That's what the shocks are for. No, it's knocking the vehicle out of alignment. The more and more you drive over the bumps, the more and more it knocks it out. That's why you want to get it checked.
Oh, man.
So
that's
you want to get it
disappointing.
checked. So if you're hitting curbs, if any of you guys are hitting curbs quite often, feel free to obviously stop in and get your alignment checked like Bree and Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oscar's the Jeep, if you don't know. But and I'm constantly they're redoing the sewer alignment and things on a lot of these roads in town right now.
They are. I was just over at Lynn Street. I was over to customer's house off Lynn Street.
Yep.
And the whole road's tore up, and I think I was going 5 miles an hour, and I was like, boom, 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 like rocking. And I was like, oh my goodness. And
it's insane. And so I didn't even know that could do something to my car.
yes, it can knock it out of alignment.
Oh no.
So that's one of those things. That's why, you get a car guy or gal. And just so you guys know, there are girls that work in both of our shops. So if you're a girl and you're afraid to ask a question because you're intimidated by the guys that are in the shop, we both stores have girls that are in the office that would be more than happy to talk to you, by the way.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you're intimidated or anything, come talk to a girl.
Yeah, talk to Carmela or somebody.
Carmela or Kim or Morgan over at Sidney Tire. So you can talk to any of those girls. If you're a girl and you're concerned, just come in and say, hey, I want to talk to one of the girls, and we'll let one of the girls talk to you. They got great knowledge and great information, and they can steer you in the right direction also.
Yeah. Well, good.
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming on the show and teaching us about alignments today.
Well, thanks for letting me drive in the snow. I was doing some little whips and turns on the way here.
Well, drive safely.
Always drive safely. We definitely recommend driving safe.
Yeah. And I recommend everyone drive safe, not just you.
Everyone. And get your alignment checked periodically.
Yeah, get your alignment checked. And make sure your tires aren't bald when it's snowy like this.
Yes, you don't want to slip off the road.
All right. Okay, we'll be back with more BS in the afternoon right after this on Hits 105.5.